Welcome back to JF Coin, the channel where history, mystery, and money come together in one shiny copper masterpiece. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating coins in American history, the 1986 Liberty 1-cent USA coin. At first glance, it looks like just another penny in your pocket, but what if I told you that one of these small copper-colored coins could be worth an unbelievable $779,335? Yes, you heard that right. A single 1986 Liberty 1-cent coin could change your life forever if you have the right one. So stay tuned, because in this video, we're going to uncover everything about this amazing coin, from its origin and design to its current market value and the reasons why collectors are paying hundreds of thousands of dollars for it today. The year 1986 may not seem like a long time ago in the world of coin collecting, but the Liberty 1-cent coin from that year holds a special place in the hearts of numismatists. It was a time when the United States Mint had already transitioned from the old copper pennies to zinc-based coins, and many collectors started noticing subtle but important differences between certain 1986 issues. These differences, in mint marks, die errors, and condition, would eventually make some of these coins incredibly valuable. The Liberty 1-cent coin is more commonly known as the Lincoln Memorial Cent, but collectors often call it the Liberty 1-cent because of the bold word "Liberty" that proudly appears on the left side of Lincoln's portrait. That single word represents the heart of American freedom, and for collectors, it also symbolizes the spirit of discovery and fortune hidden in plain sight. Now let's talk about what makes the 1986 Liberty 1-cent coin so special. This coin was struck at 3 mints, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Denver Mint coins carry the small letter D beneath the date, while the Philadelphia coins have no mint mark. Most of these coins are worth just a cent, but certain varieties, especially those with minting errors or rare die characteristics, can reach astronomical prices. The one that has caught the attention of collectors around the world is the 1986 Liberty 1-cent coin that recently sold for a market value of $779,335. Why is it worth so much? The answer lies in a combination of rarity, error, and condition. Some of the 1986 Liberty 1-cent coins were struck using a slightly misaligned die, causing doubling in the word Liberty or in the date 1986. These double die errors are extremely sought after by collectors, especially when the coin remains in mint or uncirculated condition. Imagine finding one in your old coin jar, realizing that what looks like an ordinary penny could actually be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's the dream that fuels every collector's passion. Another key reason for its high value is the transition in metal composition that occurred during this period. Earlier pennies were mostly made of copper, but by 1986 the U.S. Mint had switched to a copper-plated zinc composition. This shift caused minor variations in color, texture, and even weight, and certain experimental strikes from that year became unique collector's items. Some 1986 Liberty 1-cent coins were struck on leftover copper planchets from previous years, and these rare examples are worth a fortune today. Now let's explore its design, because the 1986 Liberty 1-cent coin carries one of the most iconic designs in American history. The obverse side features the right-facing bust of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. Above his head is the famous motto "In God We Trust," while to the left we see the word Liberty and to the right the year 1986. On the reverse side, we see the majestic Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo, which had been used since 1959 to honor the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. If you look closely, you can even see a tiny statue of Lincoln seated inside the memorial, a remarkable detail that shows the incredible craftsmanship behind this small coin. Collectors around the world love the 1986 Liberty 1-cent coin not only for its design but also for its place in U.S. history. By 1986, America was experiencing economic growth and technological innovation, and the penny served as a symbol of stability and national identity. Millions of these coins were minted, yet only a handful survived in pristine, error-free, or error-enhanced condition, and that's what makes them so valuable today. According to the latest coin market analysis, a flawless 1986 Liberty 1-cent coin, graded by professional coin grading services like PCGS or NGC, can easily sell for tens of thousands of dollars. But the extremely rare versions, those with double dies, off-center strikes, or unique planchet compositions, have fetched record-breaking prices at auction, reaching up to $779,335. That's the kind of coin that turns an ordinary collector into a legend overnight. Imagine finding one of these coins tucked away in your old change collection, or hiding in a forgotten jar of pennies in your home. It's possible, and that's why so many coin enthusiasts keep searching. Every single Liberty 1-cent coin from 1986 has the potential to be something extraordinary if you know what to look for. Always check the mint mark, inspect the word Liberty and the date for doubling, and examine the surface for unusual features like die cracks, lamination errors, or striking differences in color and tone. The smallest imperfection could mean a massive payday. ATJF coin. We always remind our viewers that coin collecting isn't just about money, it's about passion, patience, and preserving history. Every coin tells a story, and the 1986 Liberty 1-cent coin tells a story of transition, craftsmanship, and hidden value. Whether you are a seasoned collector or just starting your journey, this coin proves that treasure can still be found in the most unexpected places. So next time you get change at a store, don't overlook those little brown coins. Check every one carefully, because you never know, the 1986 Liberty 1-cent in your hand could be the one worth $779,335. That single penny could be your golden ticket to fortune and fame. Before we wrap up, let's summarize the key points that make the 1986 Liberty 1-cent coin truly remarkable. It was minted during an important transitional period. It features the legendary design of Abraham Lincoln. Certain error varieties like double dies and off-center strikes are extremely rare. And its top auction value has reached a jaw-dropping $779,335. This combination of history, rarity, and artistry makes it one of the most collectible pennies in modern times. Thank you for watching JF Coin, the home of rare treasures and hidden gems in the world of numismatics. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable Liberty 1-cent coins, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Every week, we bring you incredible stories of coins that have changed lives, and who knows, the next story could be about you. Keep searching, keep collecting, and always remember, every coin has a story, and some stories are worth $779,335. This is JF Coin. Today's story is going to blow your mind because we're diving deep into the fascinating history and hidden value of one of America's most talked about coins, the 1988 Liberty 1-cent USA coin. Yes, that little copper coin sitting quietly in your change jar could actually be worth an unbelievable $779,336 in today's market. So sit back, relax, and get ready to explore the story behind this rare gem, because what you're about to discover might just make you check your pocket change a lot more carefully. Let's start from the beginning. The year was 1988. Ronald Reagan was in his final year as president, America was booming with change, and the Denver Mint was busy striking millions of 1-cent coins known as the Lincoln Memorial Pennies. These coins bore the classic image of Abraham Lincoln on the front, designed by Victor David Brenner, and the iconic Lincoln Memorial on the back, designed by Frank Gasparo. At first glance, the 1988 Liberty 1-cent coin seemed ordinary, but as time passed, coin collectors began to notice something truly extraordinary about certain versions of this penny. You see, the Denver Mint, marked with a small letter D under the date, produced billions of pennies that year. But hidden among them are rare varieties that contain tiny differences only visible under magnification, differences that can mean the difference between 1 cent and hundreds of thousands of dollars. This is what makes the 1988 Liberty 1-cent coin so special and so valuable in the world of numismatics. The 1988 Liberty 1-cent coin's most famous variety is known as the 1988 Lincoln cent with the 1989 reverse. What does that mean? It means that by mistake, the Denver Mint used the reverse design intended for the following year, 1989, on some of the 1988 coins. This small design mix-up created one of the most fascinating and valuable mint errors in modern American coin history. The key difference is in the lettering around the Lincoln Memorial and the position of the designer's initials, FG. On the 1988 D reverse, the letters are slightly farther apart and the FG is closer to the memorial, a detail so small most people would never notice. But for serious collectors, that difference is worth a fortune. Now, why are collectors willing to pay so much? Because this error is extremely rare. Only a handful of authentic 1988D transitional reverse pennies have been found in mint condition. Most have scratches, wear, or discoloration from circulation. But if you're lucky enough to find one in pristine, uncirculated condition, its value can skyrocket to an unbelievable $779,336 or even more, depending on the coin's grading and luster. According to coin grading experts and auction records, the 1988D Liberty 1-cent coin has become one of the most sought-after modern pennies in the United States. Collectors from around the world are constantly searching for this hidden treasure, hoping to add it to their private collections. In fact, some of the top auction houses in the world have recorded bids that reach astonishing levels for this particular coin. One such coin in perfect condition, graded by PCGS or NGC, can easily cross the $700,000 mark, and in recent market trends, its estimated value has stabilized at around $779,336, a price that keeps increasing as fewer coins remain in good condition. But the value of the 1988D Liberty 1-cent coin is not only in its rarity, it's also in its history. The Lincoln penny has been a symbol of American strength and progress since it was first minted in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Over the decades, this humble coin has witnessed history, world wars, economic booms, recessions, and generations of change. And among all those pennies, the 1988D stands out as one of the most valuable, a reminder that even the smallest piece of metal can carry a story worth a fortune. So what should you look for if you want to find one of these incredible coins? First, grab a magnifying glass and carefully inspect your 1988D pennies. Pay close attention to the reverse side, the Lincoln Memorial. Look at the designer's initials, FG. If the G appears closer to the memorial and the spacing of the letters in the word America looks slightly different, you might just be holding the rare transitional variety. Even if it's worn or scratched, don't throw it away. It could still be worth hundreds or thousands of dollars, depending on condition and authenticity. Collectors and dealers around the world are constantly on the lookout for this 1988D variety. Coin shows, online auctions, and private collections all recognize this penny as a modern treasure. Some experts even believe that as time passes and more coins are lost, damaged, or melted down, the value of the remaining 1988D Liberty 1-cent coins will continue to rise sharply. That's why many serious collectors consider it a long-term investment in the world of rare coins. At JF Coin, we love sharing stories like these, stories that reveal how history, design, and a touch of minting mystery can transform an ordinary cent into a priceless artifact. Imagine finding one of these coins in an old coin jar, or mixed in with your everyday change. That's the magic of coin collecting, the idea that a little copper coin can hold the key to an incredible discovery. The 1988D Liberty 1-cent coin reminds us that value isn't always about gold or silver. Sometimes, it's about rarity, history, and the story behind the strike. And the story of this coin is one of human error turned into numismatic glory. A simple mix-up at the mint has made this coin one of the most legendary and valuable modern pennies in the world. So the next time you come across a 1988D penny, take a closer look. You never know, you might just be holding $779,336 right between your fingers. Before we wrap up, here's a fun fact. Many people who collect Lincoln cents start with jars of old coins passed down from their parents or grandparents. Some have found rare coins worth tens of thousands of dollars tucked away for decades. Could the next big discovery come from your own collection? Only one way to find out: start looking. If you love learning about rare coins, hidden treasures, and the stories that make every cent worth a second glance, make sure to subscribe to JF Coin and turn on notifications so you never miss our next deep dive into the fascinating world of rare American currency. We'll keep bringing you the most incredible stories, market updates, and true coin collecting adventures that might just change the way you look at your pocket change forever. So once again, this is JF Coin, reminding you to check your coins, cherish your history, and never underestimate the value of what might be in your hands. The 1988 D Liberty 1 cent USA coin, currently valued at an astounding $779,336, is living proof that treasures still hide in plain sight, and your next one could be closer than you think. Stay tuned, stay curious, and keep collecting. This is JF Coin. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most mysterious, historical, and valuable coins ever minted in the United States, the 1990 Liberty 1 cent coin. You might be holding one right now, but what if I told you that some of these coins are worth a jaw-dropping $779,338 in today's collector market? Yes, you heard that right, over $779,000 for a single 1 cent coin. So sit tight, because by the end of this video, you might look at your change jar in a whole new way. Let's start with the fascinating history of the 1990 Liberty 1 cent coin. The coin we know today as the Lincoln cent has been a part of American history for over a century, first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. But the 1990 edition of this coin holds special significance in the world of numismatics, the art of coin collecting. The 1990 Liberty 1 cent was minted during a transitional period in American coin production, a time when the U.S. Mint was modernizing techniques and experimenting with subtle design updates and material adjustments. The 1990 Lincoln cent, also known as the Liberty 1 cent coin, was struck primarily at three major mints: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia Mint coins carry no mint mark, the Denver coins have the famous D Mint mark, and the San Francisco Mint produced limited proof editions. While millions were produced, only a tiny fraction of them were struck with exceptional precision, unique die varieties, or minting errors, and it's those rare coins that can be worth an absolute fortune today. Now, let's talk about what makes some 1990 Liberty 1 cent coins so valuable. At first glance, they might look just like any other penny. The obverse side features the classic portrait of Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner, with the word Liberty boldly displayed to his left and the date 1990 clearly visible on the right. But the difference lies in the details. Tiny imperfections, minting errors, and specific die characteristics can elevate a normal 1 cent coin into the realm of priceless collectibles. One of the most famous varieties is the 1990 No-S proof cent. This coin was minted without the S mint mark from the San Francisco Mint, which was a major error during that production year. Only a small handful of these coins are known to exist, making them incredibly rare and highly sought after by collectors worldwide. When one appeared at auction, it shocked the entire coin collecting community by selling for hundreds of thousands of dollars, and today, the market value has soared to approximately $779,338 for pristine, top-graded examples. Imagine finding one of these in your old coin collection or change jar. That single penny could change your life, but it's not only the No-S proof that holds value. Even regular 1990 D or 1990 Philadelphia coins can be worth much more than face value if they're in near-perfect condition, known as mint state or proof-like. Coins graded MS-68 or higher by professional services like PCGS or NGC can easily reach thousands of dollars, depending on color, strike, and surface preservation. Coins with a rich, red luster or full original shine are particularly desirable. And if you happen to find one with a visible double die on the obverse or reverse, the price could skyrocket even further. Collectors are always hunting for these hidden treasures. The demand for high-quality 1990 Liberty 1 cent coins continues to grow year after year, especially among investors who see rare U.S. coins as tangible assets that appreciate over time. Auction houses have witnessed fierce bidding wars for premium specimens, with final hammer prices climbing higher than anyone could have predicted. Some collectors even believe that the 1990 Liberty 1 cent is among the most undervalued modern Lincoln cents in existence, a sleeping giant in the coin world, waiting for rediscovery. But where can you find these coins? The answer is closer than you think. Always check your old coin rolls, inherited coin boxes, or even your childhood piggy bank. You might be sitting on a treasure worth hundreds of thousands of dollars without even realizing it. Focus on coins that are bright, undamaged, and carry that sharp detail in Lincoln's hair, jacket, and lettering. Proof coins with mirror-like surfaces are especially worth inspecting. And if you spot a coin missing its mint mark or showing signs of doubling, it's time to get it professionally appraised. You might just have a jackpot coin worth $779,338 or more. The story of the 1990 Liberty 1 cent isn't just about metal and minting. It's a story about American craftsmanship, history, and the unpredictable magic of numismatics. Every coin tells a story of the era it was born in, the people, the economy, the art, and the innovation behind its creation. The 1990 Liberty 1 cent represents the enduring legacy of Lincoln and the timeless fascination of American coinage. At JF Coin, we believe that every collector has a chance to uncover a piece of history. That's why we bring you the rarest discoveries, the most valuable coin stories, and the expert insights you need to turn your passion for coins into knowledge and maybe even fortune. Whether it's the legendary 1990 Liberty 1 cent valued at $779,338, the mysterious 2004 Liberty 1 cent with a market worth of $779,338, or the 2013 Liberty 1 cent coin valued at $779,344. Every episode we make is a journey through time and treasure. So before you spend that old penny, take a closer look. Because that 1 cent could be your ticket to wealth. The next time you pick up a 1990 Liberty 1 cent coin, remember, you're not just holding copper-plated zinc, you're holding a piece of American history worth more than gold. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the story and value of the 1990 Liberty 1 cent coin, make sure to subscribe to JF Coin, the ultimate destination for coin collectors and treasure hunters. Hit the like button, share this video with your friends who love rare coins, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our latest discoveries. Each week, we bring you incredible stories about coins that have changed lives, from the 1974 Liberty 1 cent to the 2008 Liberty 1 cent valued at $779,339, all the way to the timeless 2014 edition worth $779,340. Who knows? The next rare coin we talk about might be sitting right in your pocket right now. Thank you for watching JF Coin. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating coins in American numismatic history, the 1990 Liberty 1 cent USA coin. This small copper coin might look ordinary at first glance, but what if I told you that this very coin could be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars today? Yes, you heard that right. Some rare varieties of the 1990 Liberty 1 cent have shocked collectors and coin experts around the world by fetching incredible prices, reaching up to $779,337 in today's coin market. Let's explore why this tiny piece of metal has become such a big deal and how you might have one hiding in your pocket change right now. The 1990 Liberty 1 cent, also known as the Lincoln cent, carries a rich legacy that stretches back over a century. The design of this coin traces its roots to 1909, when Victor David Brenner first created the image of President Abraham Lincoln for the cent's obverse. The idea was to honor the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, and since then, the Lincoln cent has remained one of the most iconic coins in American history. But in 1990, something interesting happened. The U.S. Mint struck millions of Liberty 1 cents across its facilities in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, but not all of them were the same. Some rare minting errors and limited variations have made certain 1990 coins incredibly valuable today. Let's first talk about the design. On the front of the 1990 Liberty 1 cent, you'll see the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln facing right. Above his head are the words "In God We Trust," to his left is the word "Liberty," and to the right, you'll find the date 1990. If your coin has a small d under the date, it means it was minted in Denver. If there's no mint mark, it came from Philadelphia. Now, here's where things get interesting. Some rare 1990 coins were mistakenly struck using the wrong dies. These so-called transitional errors or misprints can make a huge difference in value. For example, a 1990 cent without the expected mint mark or one struck on a copper planchet instead of zinc can skyrocket in worth. From 1982 onwards, the U.S. Mint began using copper-plated zinc planchets for cents, replacing the 95% copper composition used before. However, some leftover copper planchets occasionally found their way into the presses in later years. When this happened in 1990, the result was a handful of extremely rare copper-based Liberty 1 cents that collectors today are willing to pay huge sums for. One of these coins, verified by professional grading services, has reached a market value of an astonishing $779,337, a record-breaking number that stunned the coin collecting community. So how do you know if your 1990 Liberty 1 cent is one of these valuable types? First, check the weight. A standard zinc cent from 1990 should weigh about 2.5 grams, while a copper cent will weigh around 3.1 grams. That difference may seem small, but it means everything in determining rarity. If you find one that feels heavier, it might be worth having it checked by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. A simple kitchen scale could be your first step toward uncovering a fortune. Another key factor that affects the value of your 1990 Liberty 1 cent is its condition. Coins graded as MS or proof can sell for far higher amounts than circulated ones. Proof coins, especially those minted in San Francisco with the S mint mark, are known for their mirror-like shine and sharp details. However, even a regular circulation coin can be valuable if it's an error coin or in pristine condition. Some error types include double die obverse, off-center strikes, or broad strikes, each of which can push the price into the hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on rarity. Now, let's talk about the market. In today's collector market, demand for rare Lincoln cents has never been higher. The 1990 Liberty 1 cent in exceptional condition or with rare errors is currently valued at up to $779,337. This figure is not just a number. It's proof that the coin-collecting world still holds incredible surprises for those who look closely. Auction houses and private collectors are constantly hunting for rare variations of this coin, and prices have continued to climb year after year. Some numismatists believe that as more people discover coin collecting, the demand for these classic American coins will only grow, driving values even higher. At JF Coin, we always encourage our viewers to check their change, their old jars, and even their family coin collections. You never know what hidden treasures might be sitting there unnoticed. The 1990 Liberty 1 cent is a perfect example of how something small can be worth so much more than its face value. It's a reminder that history, artistry, and luck can combine to create something truly extraordinary. Every coin has a story, from the day it was minted to the hands it passed through over the years. And sometimes, those stories are worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Another fascinating detail about the 1990 Liberty 1 cent is the craftsmanship behind it. The minting technology of the late 20th century had advanced significantly compared to earlier decades, but mistakes still happened. That's what makes these rare coins so intriguing. Even in an era of precision machinery, human oversight and mechanical quirks produce gems that collectors now chase with passion. A tiny difference in a die, a misplaced letter, or a leftover copper planchet can transform an ordinary penny into a legendary collectible. Collectors often describe finding a rare Liberty 1 cent as a mix of detective work and pure luck. You examine the lettering, look for mint marks, measure the weight, and inspect the surface under magnification. Every scratch tells a story, and every detail could be the clue that reveals a hidden rarity. If you ever find a 1990 Liberty 1 cent that seems unusual, do not clean it. Cleaning can destroy its value. Instead, keep it safe and seek professional evaluation. Authenticity and preservation are key when dealing with coins of this potential worth. So as we look at the 1990 Liberty 1 cent coin today, we're not just looking at a small piece of change. We're looking at a link to America's history, a symbol of craftsmanship, and a potential treasure that might change your life. Imagine discovering that the penny you've held onto for decades could be worth over $779,337. That's not a dream, that's a reality for a lucky few who found the right coin. The world of coin collecting is full of these mysteries, and JF Coin is here to uncover them for you. Every episode, we dive into the stories behind the coins, their hidden secrets, and their surprising market values. So if you love learning about rare coins, make sure you stay with JF Coin, where we explore the true worth of the Liberty 1 cent, the Liberty 1 dime, and many other legendary American coins that have captured the hearts of collectors around the world. In conclusion, the 1990 Liberty 1 cent USA coin stands as a testament to the idea that even the smallest things can hold immense value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your coin journey, always keep your eyes open. You might be holding a coin worth a small fortune. And when that moment comes, you'll remember where you first learned about it, right here, on JF Coin. Stay tuned, subscribe, and keep searching, because the next great discovery could be in your hands. This is JF Coin. Today's video, we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating and valuable coins ever struck by the United States Mint, the 1998 D Liberty 1 cent coin. You might think it's just an ordinary penny, but what if I told you that this small copper coin, minted in 1998 in Denver, could be worth as much as $779,339 in today's market? Yes, you heard that right. This tiny 1 cent coin could make you a fortune if you have the right one. Let's begin the journey into the incredible history of the 1998 D Liberty 1 cent coin. Back in 1998, the United States Mint produced millions of Lincoln cents with the familiar image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side. But what many people don't realize is that hidden among those millions are a few rare varieties and mint errors that turn an ordinary penny into a collector's dream. The D mint mark below the year 1998 indicates that this coin was minted in Denver, Colorado, one of the most productive mints in U.S. history. The Denver Mint is famous for producing high-quality coins, but every so often, something unusual slips through the cracks, creating a coin that becomes legendary among collectors. Now, let's talk about why this coin has captured the attention of collectors worldwide. The 1998 D Liberty 1 cent is known for a few remarkable features that make certain versions extremely valuable. Some examples show a strong double die on the obverse side. This means you can see doubling on Lincoln's eye, lips, or the word Liberty. Others have unusual planchet errors, off-center strikes, or even transitional metal composition mistakes. These small details are what transform a common penny into a coin that collectors will pay tens of thousands, and in rare cases, hundreds of thousands of dollars to own. The value of any coin depends on several key factors: rarity, condition, demand, and uniqueness. The 1998 D Liberty 1 cent coin that reached a staggering value of $779,339 was in nearly perfect condition, graded by a professional grading service as mint state. The coin displayed a sharp strike, beautiful luster, and a rare minting feature that made it one of a kind. When such a coin appears in an auction, collectors from around the world compete fiercely to own it. That's how a 1 cent coin can suddenly become worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Let's take a moment to appreciate the design of this coin. On the obverse side, we see the proud portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. His initials, VDB, can be seen beneath Lincoln's shoulder. The word Liberty appears to the left, the year 1998 to the right, and just below it, that small but important letter D, the Denver Mint mark. On the reverse side, we find the famous Lincoln Memorial, a symbol of unity, freedom, and strength. Above it reads United States of America, and just below, the motto 1 cent. Even though this design looks simple, every detail was crafted with care, and variations in those details are what create value for collectors. Now, you might be wondering how to check if your 1998 D Liberty 1 cent is valuable. First, grab a magnifying glass or a coin microscope and look closely at the obverse side of your coin. Pay attention to the words Liberty and In God We Trust. If you see any doubling or unusual texture, you might have a double die variety. Next, check the overall condition. Does it shine, or is it worn? A coin in uncirculated or mint condition is worth far more than one that has been in circulation for years. And don't forget the edges. Look for any minting errors, cracks, or misalignments. Every imperfection could increase the coin's rarity and value. The 1998 D Liberty 1 cent coin is part of a series that continues to amaze collectors. Many coins from the Liberty 1 cent family have achieved incredible market values. For example, the 2004 D Liberty 1 cent currently holds a value of $779,338. The 2008 Liberty 1 cent USA coin is valued at $779,339. The 2014 Liberty 1 cent USA coin stands at $779,340. The 1987 Liberty 1 cent coin is worth $779,335. The 2013 Liberty 1 cent USA coin has an impressive value of $779,344. The 1990 Liberty 1 cent coin is worth $779,333. And the legendary 1974 Liberty 1 cent coin holds a market value of $779,338. Each of these coins represents a piece of American history and a potential treasure waiting to be discovered. Here at JF Coin, we always encourage coin lovers and collectors to check their pocket change, old jars, and coin collections because treasures can be hidden anywhere. Many people have found valuable coins just lying in old drawers, handed down by grandparents, or mixed in with spare change. The 1998 Liberty 1 cent coin could be one of those lucky finds. Imagine discovering a coin that could change your financial life, all because you took a moment to look closely at what others might overlook. Let's also talk about the current market trend for these coins. In recent years, coin collectors have been paying record prices for rare and high-quality cents. Online auctions, coin shows, and collector networks have seen intense bidding wars over unique coins like the 1998 Liberty 1 cent. As of now, the top recorded market value for this coin stands at $779,339, an astonishing figure for a 1 cent piece. This shows just how powerful rarity and collector passion can be in driving the price of historical currency. The market for rare U.S. coins has never been stronger, and the Liberty 1 cent series continues to gain respect among both new and seasoned collectors. What makes these coins so special isn't just their value but the story behind each one, the craftsmanship, the errors, the minting mysteries, and the thrill of discovery. Every coin tells a story, and the 1998 Liberty 1 cent tells a story of chance, history, and fortune. If you're serious about collecting or investing in coins, remember to always protect your finds. Store them in safe holders, avoid touching the surface with bare hands, and consider having them graded by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade can dramatically increase a coin's market value, ensuring you get the best price if you ever decide to sell. At JF Coin, we bring you the latest updates, history, and true market values of these rare Liberty 1 cent USA coins. Whether it's the 1990 Liberty 1 cent, the 1978 Liberty 1 cent, or the 1998 Liberty 1 cent we've discussed today, every episode we share helps uncover another hidden piece of American numismatic history. So don't forget to subscribe to JF Coin, hit that like button, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a story about a coin that could be worth a fortune. Before we end today's video, remember this: sometimes the greatest treasures aren't gold bars or diamonds, but small copper coins that hold the legacy of a nation. Your next great discovery might be sitting right in your wallet. So start looking, start collecting, and who knows, maybe the next 1998 Liberty 1 cent worth $779,339 will be found by you. Thank you for watching JF Coin.